Good morning.
Hey there. Sorry, I was trying to get my AirPods connected, folks. How's everyone doing?
Oh crap, my audio is not working again.
All right, well, I'll kick this thing off. How's everyone doing this morning, folks? We're waiting on Poet to get up to the stage. I hope everyone's having a good day. I know we had 162 RSVPs for this event. It looks like we have 69 here, so we could wait a few more minutes. Let some folks, pile in before we get this thing kick-started.
Hey guys, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Got my coffee, so ready to go.
I'm already out here with, it's, 65 degrees in San Diego. I've got short shorts on and it's 9 a.m. So I'm getting a suntan already.
I hate you just a little bit. It's like 34 here.
About 7 days you're coming down here.
I know. I have my bikini ready. I will probably. I'm not getting in the water, and I will probably blind people. But I need that vitamin D.
So let's see. We have 76 people here. It's 2 minutes past. I say we get this thing going, Poet. What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it. So yeah, I think I've been in this community for a while. I figured since I haven't really, I've left the community communication to others to this point. But I'll just tell the story of, I'll explain a little bit of who I am, because I think there's a lot of mystery and confusion about that. I'm not going to dox myself yet. However, just want to let everyone transparently know what the story of this project is, how I came to become involved, and where we're going with it. So my background, as you've heard, I worked on games forever. I did games since the early 90s. As a developer, coder, designer, did a little bit of art, but my art sucks. Let's see. And then towards 2014 or so, I got pretty burned out from games. Games is actually quite a tough business. It's grueling hours. It's once you get into the corporate politics, it gets challenging. Games are very hard to be successful. Only something like 1% of games are successful out of all the games that are made. And then artists get screwed. Artists will work crunch hours, and then Christmas comes and the company will lay them off. So there's definitely issues with games and gaming culture. So I got burned out. I'd done really well in games financially. So I decided to just take some time off. This is like 2014. So 2014, I take some time off, so I'm thinking, what am I going to do next? It's like there's VR, AR, all the obvious suspects, right, of future careers. And then there was crypto. I started hearing about Bitcoin in 2013. I wasn't paying attention to it. I was too busy making games. So I thought of it as it's just like another PayPal thing. And then I was in Singapore with at one of the early crypto conferences, and it clicked to me what Bitcoin actually was, which is, the decentralization everyone knows now, but back then it was like a hard thing to grasp. And I decided that, I'm going to take some time off, travel the world, research crypto, research Bitcoin. And then, I watched this whole industry emerge and started doing consulting I was, to be honest, I was terrified to actually dip in because Silk Road, all this stuff. But then around 2016, I decided to start doing some tech consulting in the crypto space. It was crazy, ICOs, all that stuff, parties everywhere, Puerto Rico, etc., the whole crypto culture. And through that, I began to really get to know people in the crypto space. I've made a lot of friends there. There's awesome people. I mean, there's when you see the vision of it, of a decentralization, there is this idealistic vision of a future where things could be better, where maybe artists don't get screwed. And long story short, through this consulting, I met a business partner of mine. You guys know him as Wizard. So in 2017 or 18, we were both consulting on a project together. So we got to know each other. And then a few years ago, I was like, hey, you're really good at like the back end smart contract stuff. He's a full stack fintech guy. And I'm coming from the games and more of the design side and biz dev. So we teamed up and we just started consulting. So that brings us to November. So we're doing consulting in the business. You know, we get retainers and do different projects for different people. And then one who I met one at a party a few years ago. We were casual friends and we were hanging out. And then one day he calls me up and he's like, hey, I got this project, you know, to share with you. And I was like, dude, I am really busy. I don't know about this. And he's like, yeah, it's this zombie project. Just, you know, come over, take a look at it. And like, it's this artist in Singapore. I'm like, what is this guy talking about? So I go over, look at these zombies, and I'm kind of like, these are actually kind of cool, you know? And, but at the same time we had commitments. So he's like, well, you should meet the artist. He's in Singapore. So we hop on like a signal call and I meet Axeman. And yeah, Axeman's just like, I'm just an artist. I don't know. I need help basically. So we did we're consultants. So we did a consulting agreement to help take this thing to market. And then started collaborating with one. You know, I was at his house. We were smoking probably too much weed, but it was like, oh, we could do this and this and this and this. And we got really excited about it. And we had deep conversations about, okay, if we're going to do this, you know, we're working on a zombie game. Like, what's the end game? What's the long-term purpose? And that's where some of the impact stuff that you guys see with like the charity swap and, you know, that whole, like the whole ecosystem, we do want to do impact, particularly for, you know, poverty, like fighting poverty. And that's where we partnered with Leyline. Their whole mission is to fight poverty. And there's an opportunity, if you look at the space with like Play to Earn and Axie Infinity, where people in Southeast Asia are actually, it saved their lives. It's like they actually were able to play Axie Infinity because, you know, they're in complete lockdown, had no income and no social security net. So there's something really interesting that's happening with this thing. Okay, so we started, basically it just started moving so fast. I mean, one is an intense guy, and like, you know, from a development perspective, we were like, wait, you said what? We're going to deliver metacrystals in 3 days and we got to build a website and smart contracts for it. But we just sprinted, and we basically did a 3-month sprint where from, maybe not 3 months, but from November, the beginning of November until Christmas. I mean, if we look at what we've delivered in that time, I don't know, it was like 5 different smart contracts, NFT collections. And one of the things that we did different is, well, let me explain. So we were already working, like Wizard and I were already working with other partner NFT projects before this. And the typical process is you create some demo reel, right? You mint a collection, and you have a token sale that you pitch to investors with a PowerPoint, etc. And then you sell tokens for whatever, $4 million or $5 million that funds your development. I don't know, for whatever reason, maybe we were smoking too much weed. We were like, what if we just give the entire initial allocation to the community and charity from the beginning? Like, how would that go? So that's what we did. We basically looked at early, you know, normally there's an early participant airdrop that comes later in the project after it's up and running. And we decided we're going to drop 1 billion tokens to charity. And then I think it was originally like 1.2 billion tokens, or 2.2 billion tokens to keys and zombies. So you guys are actually the team that received the token allocation. And of course, we spent the consulting agreement from Axeman mostly on buying zombies as well as our own money. So we invested in the project as well. Both Juan and myself and the rest of the team. So So that's the structure, and we've sprinted. We had a roadmap. I think we've delivered everything except the game. But we're in the transition to a DAO. You guys are all part of this. I've started having conversations with individuals in the community. I'm really impressed with the quality of we have some very sharp people in this group, and I think where we're at now is we want to figure out where what is the right thing to do for the community. Because we could continue to sprint and just put out like quick and dirty games, but is that what the community really wants? So that's why as we transition to this DAO, we have that conversation. And just for more context, during this period, I've also been recruiting teams and like large partners, because everything that you've seen that was built so far was built by me and Wizard. Plus, there were some artists that I brought in to volunteer. They're also extremely busy, and we're transitioning to create basically a production studio to make metaverse games. We're already partnered. It's complicated, but we can explain that later. So right now, where we are is we're in partnership talks for different development studios, because a 5-man team cannot make a AAA game. We're exploring different strategies. We're talking to the community. We want to know what game you guys actually want. We don't want to dictate, oh, okay, so you're going to play this game because we're dictating it. So that's why it's a transition to the DAO. And then the purpose of so what's really important to know about NFTs? Like, what do you guys think NFTs are? So an NFT is basically it's a certificate that's on the blockchain that gives special rights. So the zombies, people are concerned about, we're diluting the collection by minting all these other things. We gifted those to you guys as zombies. Like, we didn't mint them and sell them for additional ETH. So there's an ecosystem that's been created. These assets are early assets in metaverse history. So the two things that NFTs are, they're certificates that give you access rights to different things, clubs, whitelists, mints, etc. And you can kind of see where this is going. And then the other thing is they're cultural artifacts. Why are they valuable? Because they're early. 2021 is still really early. I found this. I don't know if you guys saw this other project, Crypto Skulls. Some group dug up this old 2019 project that was minted in the blockchain. They just took it to the moon like a couple days ago because it was early. So we're in this historical period where we could build something really special. And it's not that we're building our own metaverse. We're building assets that live forever in the greater metaverse. So that's where we are. So I guess we can open the floor for questions. Or Mayor Zambuma, comments?
Yeah, I was running back. I was just stepped away from my phone for a moment. I'll open the floor up for some questions. I don't have anything to add. I want to hear what the community has to say.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to add that the first 8 weeks and that initial sprint and all those drops, I mean, I have not had so much fun in so long. It was crazy 20-hour days straight for 2 months. What a phenomenal team and an adventure. And now we're on to the next phase of our adventure with the DAO.
About
you gotta let her finish
on the official website. I've answered all
you gotta
questions and sent in my form, but no one contacted me from
You're interrupting
Bilionaire Zombie Club. So just wanted to ask about that.
You gotta let her finish speaking first, bro.
I don't know if he can hear me. Cranman, can you hear me? Yeah, I don't think he was I don't think he could hear. I don't think he could hear me.
I can hear you. I mean, I've been working my ass off, I mean, we all have towards this. So we're going to make this work for everybody. Michael's coming up to speak right now.
Okay. So we have, but addressing his question, if you haven't gotten your committee application, please do. And we are going through them. It's taking a very long time. There are a lot of you. and we're going to be doing like Discord AMA committee meetings. Like the other night, we did one for marketing, and you just come up and you say, who you are, what you want to do, and we'll put you on a committee. So that might be faster because we're going through all of the applications right now. But we are going to be having committee meetings this coming week.
Skelly.
How's it going, Skelly?
Oh, I'm doing well. How's everybody doing today?
Great.
Blessed and highly favored, as always.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I don't really have any questions just because things are still kind of up in the air as far as like the future of the games, and I know that we don't have solid answers on that, but I am just really looking forward to it and excited to learn more. And also, I'm hoping to get some more Ethereum soon here, so I can get a couple zombies. The floors are insane. I know I'm trying to scoop up like a Squid Game or something cool like that.
Nice.
I have been buying all week. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not financially fortunate enough right now to be doing all that fun stuff, but hopefully soon. Yeah, thank you, Poet, for all your hard work, and I wish I had better, more concise questions for y'all, but just wanted to pop in and say hello and say I'm really excited for the future.
Thank you. Great to connect with you.
Of course.
Michael, how are you this morning?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm so good. Thank you.
Yeah, you're in California. You're doing better than me. Hey, so I do have a question. I guess it's not a secret. I made a couple purchases, but I wanted to look at and get more information on how are castles and mansions going to be applied in game. Are these going to be strongholds? Is there going to be clans involved, or like what is the application for them?
Yeah. So we're working on that. We obviously so what we did was we random roll drop those. So like if you buy a meta crystal now, you could still potentially mint a castle. I actually don't have a castle or a mansion myself. We minted probably 50 or more meta crystals and didn't get one. But so it's
I just minted a mansion yesterday.
Nice. Yeah. So I think back to the what I was saying about NFTs, right? These are cultural artifacts and certificates of access. So we definitely have plans for more than just a simple game. We're looking to, like, our team. Like I actually retired from games. I wasn't going to come back, but this NFT and like just this metaverse stuff and sort of the potential of decentralized assets. I worked in games for a long time. I did work on World of Warcraft. So I have a character that's worth a bunch of money. I have a spectral tiger in World of Warcraft. So I could sort of sell that, but we're moving to this new world where people that are owning these assets, these can be used. These will have value, and we're looking from a philosophical perspective. How do we? I might be going a little too deep here, but how do we create assets that sit in base metaverse, not just in Facebook metaverse? So Zombies just happens to be a project that we're applying these principles to. So I'll say that I don't know the exact details because we have to design them. However, the castles are definitely, they will have the benefit of being the certificate that's going to give special access within the NFTs, including land, because we're going to be exploring environments and land sales. But it's still a little bit too early, and we would definitely. I mean, I would love to actually have more private conversations with you about what you'd like to see. And this is where with the DAO and the committees, we're serious about like long-term decentralizing this thing. Like I'm not trying to build a $1 billion company here. I'm looking to build an ecosystem that has tokenomics that functions within a base metaverse. So yeah, we should talk offline. I'd love to get to know you more, Michael. I've had great conversations with Skype and Crypto Birdman, and would love to get to know more of the community more directly.
Yeah, absolutely. I look forward to it. I think I could throw some ideas. So also in addition, can we talk about the benefits of the Skeleton Kings a little bit
Mhm.
more in detail outside of governance?
Yes. So, well, I'll just drop what we're thinking with Skeleton Keys and Skeleton Kings. So the original one and I actually had we like wrestled about like how to do this governance token. So for as far as Skeleton Kings, I guess months ago I was starting to notice these projects. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Monkey DAO. So Monkey DAO is a Solana project where an artist made these pretty awesome little monkey pixel avatars, and it was called Solana Monkey Business. And then some group decided to say, "Hey, we're gonna form a DAO, and we're gonna make the invite pass to this DAO these Solana Monkey Business things." So they bought it up. They created a DAO. They're I don't know exactly what they're doing, but they're managing their treasury. And with DeFi, there's interesting ways to manage your treasury. I'll just say that. And the floor price on those things went to like something like 200 Sol or something insane. And then you know some high level people were in there, and that's part of what it is. The Skeleton Kings. I've invited, like, I have friends that bought Skeleton Keys and Kings that are in the game industry. And what the Skeleton King does, it does give access to this group. And I think that, like, the people that are kings, the ones that I've met, like, it's a good network. So there is the community aspect of it. As far as Skeleton Keys, those are kept at 1,000. So there's never going to be any more. These will serve as access passes, right, for live events. Also, if we do future projects with additional mints, it'll be an automatic whitelist, and like, who knows? We can decide what the details of it are, in terms of pricing or discounts or early access or whatever, right? This is part of the conversation with the DAO. And then we in order to track whether a king was minted or not, we had to, just the way the smart contract was written, we had to create these 3D keys that represent one that has minted a king. So what we're thinking right now is that we could take the 3D key, and this needs to be voted on by the DAO. We can take the 3D key and we can allow them to mint additional kings, like another collection of kings that would have no governance rights, but they would have game utility in the future games. So that's where we're leaning. The pricing and the number and all that stuff, I think we want to have a deeper discussion with the community and the kings to figure out what the next step for that is.
Okay, makes sense. I mean, I dig it. Hopefully the doesn't dilute the current kings now, but if they have a different utility behind it, then I'm sure that's not a thing.
I think the kings now, with the governance, actually makes them more valuable.
Yeah.
Well, I can speak on that, because looking at like Bored Apes, for instance, and all their mutations that they have done, their original Genesis collection is worth, I don't know, 80 ETH, 100, whatever the floor is per day. And you look at their secondary collections being, 4 or 5 ETH floor, so it will impact and increase the Genesis collection, over time, in my opinion.
Yeah. And just to add to that, I mean, we are also zombie and king holders, and our intention is to align, like, a lot of philosophy around DAOs is we want to align the team, the investors, the shareholders, and the users. It's like everyone ideally has the same alignment and goals. And as far as the Genesis, like, when we called them specifically Genesis zombies, because the other sort of conflict or tension that we have is, as a game company, your metric is like monthly active user, daily active user. If we only have like 3,400 users and 10,000 characters to play, that's limited. So eventually we're going to have, Bored Apes did Mutant Apes. There's going to have to be next generation NFTs as the game unfolds. However, the Genesis ones are the only ones that are going to have the special utility of like, we already dropped what 2.5 billion tokens on the zombies. I, I'm not sure everyone fully understood that. Like we have 7.5 billion tokens more to mint that will be going into, this is a DAO discussion. We're gonna figure
Well,
out
to touch on the impact too. I mean, you got to understand all of what we've done for folks in other countries. I mean, this is not to speak, lightly about it, but folks in other countries that don't have their economies in disarray. $100 to them will feed them for a month, a whole family. We gave some of these kids thousands, and I mean, ETH. I mean, some of these guys I know in these countries, I mean, they got thousands and thousands of dollars, dude. It really impacted their life and was able to change, for the betterment. And just like since the mint, we're not even through Q1. It's not even 90 days. And some kids, I mean, some people in this project have made 20, 30, 40, some kids made $100,000 off of this project. I mean, we've already changed and impacted a ton of lives. So we're making a difference already. We just need, I digress, but I mean, we're already making that global impact without even really knowing it, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the discussions that we were having early on was, the community was like, we want women. I have all the women. So we were discussing other collections that we could add into the game and be part of our ecosystem. And, the early feedback was we don't want to reduce the price, we don't want to reduce the floor of the zombies. So these are like tokenomics discussions that need to be had in the tokenomics committee to really decide, what do we want to do moving forward? How do we want to do it to make sure that we protect the Genesis collection's value and drive that up while we're also bringing in more wallet holders, more users, because as Poet said, it really is about daily active users. So we need to figure out a way that we can either bring in people. This was one of the discussions that's going on in the tokenomics committee, is the whole idea of staking, right? Well, once the game is out or about to be dropped, we can implement a rental pool where if you hold more than one zombie, you can only play one at a time, but you could stake your other ones for rewards. So just think of it like you go to Disneyland and you can rent a stroller, right? That we're also very focused on keeping everything utility minded. So once there is that utility for a reason for the staking, then the rewards coming in is much more than just a DeFi play, which is possible, but we have to be very careful. But that way, it's actually a utility in the game where you're staking your extras. People who are not a part of the project yet can come and rent them and play, and then you also get a reward just for the staking. Plus, you get the rental, portion of the rental fee. So that those are the things that are being bandied about. So those are discussions. If that's of interest to you on how we're going to allow like revenue generation from simply owning and holding, that's definitely a committee you want to be on. And DeMarco has come up with another play as well. So, you have limited commercial rights for your avatars and you can do partnership deals. And then if the deals exceed a certain value, the normal, like the license that everybody's using is very similar. It's capped at 100,000. We have to decide if we want to cap it at 100,000. But, if you want to make a partnership deal like DeMarco is doing with Trust Vodka, to have, our NFT on a bottle in a 2-pack limited edition commemorative set next to a Bored Ape, that's pretty good marketing and positioning right there. I'm pretty sure the DAO would say yes to that.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so like on that, I was like kind of hoping we wouldn't like limit a cap on that because it would just be good for us.
Yeah, I think I actually agree with that as well. I know Bored Apes. It's like they have a license for the brand itself, or they could you can't just use the brand. However, like the initial PFP can be used for commercial purposes, and
right. Well, that's what I'm saying is you can use your PFP to sell T-shirts and all that other stuff, and that's what I'm saying. If you want, so for the Trust Vodka, I mean that's already basically approved. We just have to write up the proposal and get it voted. But yeah.
It's Trust Me Vodka.
Trust me, vodka. Trust me, vodka.
Trust me, vodka. And Poet, I had a question for you.
Yeah.
I have some developers, like, can I send them your way?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're open to. I mean, what
They're new age developers,
new age? What do you mean?
like new age, young, new age,
Okay,
hip.
new. Not like crystals and.
Like they know what time it is.
Cool. Yeah, I'd love. I mean, part of what like we've been working like really intensely, right, until around Christmas time, and like I literally haven't had any time to really um, connect with the community that much. However, and I appreciate that you guys have stepped up and created this community and this mod. Like I do see a lot of FUD and conflict in the Discord, but I also see a lot of awesomeness, right? So now that we're kind of in this new phase, like at some point I'm gonna dox. That's not a big deal. It's just I do think there is something cool that it's like Poet and DeMarco and Mayor and Zombie Mama. There is something like the Bored Apes aren't using their real names. They're just like number 279 or whatever. So I think as we go towards this more, it's a new culture, right? This whole metaverse decentralization. And this is actually metaverse right here. I mean, sitting on a stage with a bunch of zombies in the audience. It's pretty cool. We're looking at ways to also evolve that and take that to the next level. So yeah, DeMarco, I'd also love to meet you in person as well. So set that up.
Yeah, I'm not far away.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in Del Mar right now, actually. But
Cool.
Oh, are you coming over?
no, bro. If you only knew, I can't come over today. But I just wanted to reach out and ask if Poet needed help, because I'm pretty sure these guys can help push it along real quick.
Okay. Yeah, we're looking at different options. I mean, I've managed third-party development quite a bit in my career, so I have studios that we can work with and do joint ventureships and partners. But we have to build the brand up a little bit more too. Like as a community, we want to make sure they don't come in and to our Discord and it's like, what's going on here?
Yeah, we'll take it to like a private call, and I'll give you like more.
Let's talk privately. Yeah, and let's meet in person. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, sounds good.
I do want to address the little fuddy-duddy. That was the suggestion, that we create a fuddy-duddy. So the FUD is just gotta, like, the infighting has just gotta stop. I mean, you guys ran off like 2 mega investors with the infighting and the juvenile behavior. And I know I'm Zombie Mama and y'all don't want to hear it, but let's come together as a community. We are a DAO. We got to show that we can actually function, and we've got whales in the waiting wings waiting for this. So pretty please.
Yeah, I updated the rules in the server this morning. I'll post them in the server rules. Yeah, I'm implementing that. There is no FUD. If it is, we'll kick you from the server. I don't have time for it. We don't have time for it. We're building something great here, folks. If you want to stick around and find out, do so. But yeah, we don't have time for any negativity at all in the server. It's just we lost 30 ETH the other day because of that. So that's a detriment to the floor prices, if you will.
No, definitely. Speak on that. Like, I'm actually kind of happy that the people that left, because this new blood that's coming in is actually amped about the project.
And we have so much opportunity. I hate to keep harping on the committees, but do you guys have any idea, like in the social media committee, I am bringing in coaches who literally dominate Instagram and TikTok and Twitter, and like guidelines and outlines on how to do it right. So not only are you going to help boost BZC, you're going to learn how to do this for yourself, boost yourself, turn yourself into an influencer, and then you'll be able to manage other people's stuff too. I mean, it's an income stream potentially. Like everything that we're doing for the DAO are transferable skills that you can turn into real life revenue, aside from all the money that it's going to generate for you through this project.
Now, I just want to give a shout out to Mayor for like he's been working really hard on the and the Discord and the zombie horde. It's been shout out, like, Mayor, like, we really appreciate you.
We do.
Oh, thanks, guys. I
Yes,
appreciate it.
Mayor, you're appreciated.
Shout out to the mayor. Hello, how's everybody doing?
Good.
Baby Black.
How's it going,
Hey.
baby blood?
What's up, zombie mom? So yeah, I got a question with the whole game avatar rental situation. So when the game comes out, we could pretty much rent our avatars, our zombies out to people.
So the details of that, we need to work on that, because even like
Okay,
so
cool.
yeah, we're gonna get the game out first, and then let
you
the
let me know
zombies
what
play.
the game.
Yeah. But long term, if you just look at what's happening in the space, right? With Axie Infinity is the obvious one, but the new term is like play to earn.
Yeah.
So we're headed towards this, and this is where, like, coming from traditional game industry, what I was talking about, it's like the corporations own all the assets in the game industry, and you basically have a license. So your Amazon music collection or whatever, they can just turn it off on you, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You're right.
So what we're going to do is we're going to work together, right? Because we're basically looking at this new, it's a new transition. Like, I went through the dot-com boom, I went through the Web 2 revolution, and this, like, I think everyone feels it. There's like a shift where there's a new paradigm and a new model, and play to earn literally, saved lives.
Yeah, because I'm a big gamer myself, so
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah, because I bought this project, I say 2-3 months ago, and I didn't know all this was happening. I just bought it because I liked it.
Yeah,
And I
same.
didn't know.
Like,
I really didn't know all this was happening until now. And I was like, oh shit, I actually bought something good.
yeah.
And I'm explaining to my friends how it's getting bigger than what I thought. Like,
Yeah, we
I'm trying to promote it everywhere. Like, because
yeah,
I'm working on some stickers for some one of my friends' NFTs, board dealers. They're coming out pretty soon, but they help me promote you guys because, like, we're actually friends and I know the maker and stuff. And
awesome.
And so I'm working on some stickers. I needed like a QR code. If I could stick it on the sticker, if I could just put it everywhere, all over the place, all over the city, Miami. I know people in Miami. I'm gonna send some to Miami, California, Colorado. I'm have some people in New York, New Jersey, and I'm gonna tell everybody to spread the stickers all over the place, try to get the community stronger and bigger.
Awesome. Appreciate you. Yeah, so I think one of the things about, like, the current floor price, it's like our users have actually increased a little bit. We were flat at 3,200 for a long time, and we're having like almost equal new users and churn. And now we've been actually gaining some user growth. So one of the best things that everyone can do is just tell your friends and, grab a floor-ish zombie, or better yet, you can help guide them on, like, there's deals out there. Like,
you can help them if you know what you're doing. You can help them
Yeah.
get some rares for a pretty good deal.
And we've thought about just sniping everything up. We did a little bit of that at the beginning, but like we have a solid zombie collection, and I'm happy with it. And I don't really want to there becomes a conflict of interest if I'm developing the game, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a king and some keys myself.
Yeah, I would say kings and keys are definitely those are limited access pass, and it gets you into the DAO. I mean, I think people should understand it's a pretty big deal. So yeah, welcome to the DAO.
All right, because I remember about this project, and it was pretty cheap. It wasn't that expensive. I remember when I bought it, and I'll be getting offers sometimes 1,000, 1,200, and then I'm just a firm holder, and I'm not gonna sell anytime soon. And for me not selling, now I understand that the project is way bigger than what it was at the beginning. So if you guys could send me a QR code for my stickers, that'll be awesome, and I'll show you guys the stickers before I spread them, and we can grow the community.
Yeah, Mayor, I guess maybe you can.
I can
work on that.
Or someone.
I can actually send you a QR code that will work forever for free.
All right, there you go. Yeah, that'll be awesome right there.
Sweet.
Yeah, shoot DeMarco, send him a DM if you could.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right, who's next?
Hey everyone, how's everyone doing?
Great.
Hey, buddy. We're doing great. How are you?
I'm very well too. So, I have some questions. Actually, I think this is for all of us.
Hmm.
In an early investor in this project, I mean, I wish I knew it was out when it was minting, but I just got in after the minting started. Bought my zombie secondhand, and I'm a Kraken now, and have a bunch of kings and keys, and I have everything in this project. I'm all the way in, and I'm happy about that. I'm actually very happy about that. I have some questions. You know, in the past week, we had some FUD in the uh, Discord server. You know, Mayor.
Hmm.
We were all with it. We had some things going on, and some people are worried about these floor prices because these floor prices are really dropping right now, as they should not do that as the moment. What is the plan of the team for the advertising to bring new people? Because you know, we all are into this together. We all are doing that, but where the real money is going is to the team, and the team plays a very key role in advertising.
I have
Oh
something
no,
to
no.
say.
The
I
the
have something to
team
say because
the team
I have
doesn't
something to
get
say about this.
paid.
I don't get paid. I have something to say because I don't get paid. I work 100 hours a week and don't draw a paycheck from any of this. So listen, if you want new holders, guys, do what I did. You go out and tell a random stranger. I challenge everyone. There's 124 people here. If all 124 of us went and got one person to buy a zombie today, that's 124 zombies, new holders. I mean, just it's not that hard, Key. I mean, you
I
got to
could
go out and talk to people and spread
I could
awareness.
for
That's it, you know.
I could for sure get someone to buy a zombie today, and I've been
I
Right?
doing
could
it.
get someone to buy a zombie today.
And I've
Like
done that.
the
I do
rest,
that too.
the rest of our community should be doing the same thing.
As for marketing, so here are some of the things that we're working on. We have a tool that will manage all the giveaways. We are orchestrating doing a like a giveaway raffle once a week. We are also having a bunch of people apply for the content committee. So we'll be doing blog posts. We'll be doing more major media. We will be doing social media. So we have a tool also to manage all of our social media. So people are applying for the social media committee. I have trainers coming in, teaching them how to do it and optimize it. And we have a bunch of partnerships that we're evaluating to see whether they're going to help bring in new blood. We've got a ton of things going. They require many hands. So, you know, remember what Poet said early on. There's, you know, a limited amount that a small team of 5 can do. And then we really need the community to step up and start participating, just like talking about the stickers and the street team kind of stuff. And Mayor's got some fun ideas with some banners on some highways that definitely cannot be quote unquote endorsed by the DAO, but will definitely
That
generate
was
a lot of
Kyle's idea. I
it's
can't take credit
great.
for it.
I know it's great. It's great. Um, and then
Would
we've got
definitely like to see content.
yes, so it's all about the content. So, you know, we need graphic design. I put out the Twitch overlays for Twitch and YouTube, so you guys can be making videos about the Billionaire Zombies Club with branded overlays and things like that. I've got some content in there in the social community, like blog posts, starter ideas and templates, headlines, things like that. So, you know, anything that you guys want to contribute, this is a DAO. So this isn't like kick back and wait for us to do all the work. We don't get paid. So we're all investors in the project like you guys are. And the whole point is that we need these things to pay off and we need this project to go viral just like you do. So we all have skin in the game. So it's just something to keep in mind and remember, you know, we're not kicking back collecting a paycheck and we're not doing all the work. Everybody's got to do the work.
Yeah, great, great. Thank you for answering that. And to conclude, actually, some things are, I know the royalty, actually, the royalty, where is it going? Because if you're not getting paid, then who is? Because people need to know that this money gets invested as a DAO, actually gets invested in the project itself. And
Well,
Yeah,
just to be
that
clear,
would go.
How many tokens do you have, Kixie?
6 million.
Okay, you got paid.
Oh,
Does that make
okay.
sense? If those
so
tokens
Okay.
become valuable, you're going to be, you've been paid. Like we dropped we didn't do a token sale to investors. We dropped it on the community. So yeah.
You're right about that.
Yeah.
But actually, I think having some previews about what the team is working on
Yeah.
and some things like that would be so heartwarming. Like those videos that you were dropping about the metaverse, those can be very heartwarming and raising the floors. This is my personal opinion, of course. And Poet, I actually sent you my resume, and I'm waiting for you to respond.
Yeah. I've been busy. I did get it. We would love to have a conversation. Yeah. And just to be clear, yeah, we do have artist royalties, right? So we did create this collection. So, one is getting some royalties, but it's not enough to fund a development team. It's nowhere close. So
the royalties are not operating budget. This is what we need to make sure everybody understands. The royalty, Axeman gets royalties. The artists get royalties, but it's not operating budget. We've actually been spending it on operating budget, which is actually not sustainable. And it's not enough, when we're talking about all of these things. So that's why the tokenomics committee is so focused on increasing the value of the token and, increasing transactions. That's a really big thing. Increasing transactions actually raises the visibility of the project as well. So,
Yeah, can I chime in for 1 second?
Sure.
Yeah. Hey, Travis.
Hey, what's going on?
So, I was wondering if I.
That's DeMarco. Yeah, go DeMarco. My bad.
Oh yeah, I was wondering if we could just keep a content thread open all the time, and we still have a committee that decides if we take it, because we need 3 posts a day on all platforms.
Absolutely. And that is what the website is for. There's forums over there. There's content over there. You post content. It goes up into the social media platform and it gets posted. So just so you understand, the committees are not run on Discord. If you are sitting here on Discord and waiting for something to happen, this is where people meet and greet and talk and socialize. The action of the DAO happens on the website. So if you are not on the website and you have not registered on the website and you have not joined the committees on the website, then you're not going to see anything. And if it's empty, start something, right? You guys got to go over there. And the other reason is the more that you are over there and the longer that you are over there, the more Google love we get, the higher our SEO rankings, the more visibility for the project. There is a whole method to this madness. I know you guys love Discord, but that does not get spidered. That does not get indexed, and that does not help us with rankings. So if you want to create content and you want to commit and you want to create, graphics for posts and things like that, go put them over there. They will go up into the platform and they will get posted. So that's the key thing you guys got to remember. And then we will have a limited number of people. I mean, I got to talk to you personally before I give you keys to the kingdom. But I've given DeMarco access to the giveaway tool, and and if there are other people, I'm going to give it to Etile too. If there are other people who, once I have a conversation with them, have a plan and are responsible, then I'll give them the keys to it. On the social media platform, I can give you individual logins, which means if you're irresponsible, I can take it away without changing all the passwords on 50 million places. But that is where we'll have the whole editorial calendar. You'll be able to see, there's only one post on this day, go add a couple of posts, and really start working on getting it out there a lot, right? And that's going to take many hands. So if you're interested and you want to help, even if you just want to contribute, but you don't want to do the work and you just want to make a cool graphic or whatever, great. Go over there, put it in the content, upload the graphic, and we'll use it. If it's not minting a vixen, I got to tell you, in the meme contest that we had, That was freaking hilarious. I absolutely loved it. I'm not going to post it, but damn, that was funny. Travis, what was your question? How can we help?
Yeah, I just wanted to say the team's doing great. There's been a wild couple of months, and I just want to tell the community that if you pay attention to the Polygon chain and the games that we're kind of competing against, once this project releases a game, I think it's really going to blow up, and people should not be worried at all about the floor price right now, because there really isn't that much competition. If you compare this to like a game of like Crypto Raiders, where you don't even control your character, and when you go to fight a dungeon, you just click attack. Like the games are very, they're not that great. So if BZC releases like a bare bones alpha, I think this project's really going to go far. We got to get there as soon as we can. Really, that's kind of how I look at it.
Thank you for that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We're on the same page.
And also, hodlers win, right? So, this is a discussion that's been going on back and forth, is like, do we put out something shitty, right? And have something shitty and have that be our brand, or do we put out something awesome that takes a little bit more time? We could put out something that's, a little crappy 8-bit, like you just said. You press an attack button and it is what it is, and that's that, and there's no skill involved. But that's literally a shitty, cloaked DeFi play for a play to earn. That's not really something that's going to have long-term value. So it really needs to be something that people want to play. And that's a really core, mission for this entire team, is it's got to be good, because the art is really, really good. It has to do it justice. And so that's a key piece of this. And I know you guys are all like, put something out, put anything out. It's like, yeah, that could backfire greatly. And hodlers are the people who create generational wealth. It's really, all those people who are like, oh, Bitcoin's going to crash. It was like at 100. Oh my God, I can't tell you how many people said, you're crazy. And I was like, no, not crazy. So you just got to look at the long term. If you're not looking at it long term, you're not going to get the benefit and the value and the wealth. Rum Pirate, and thank you, Travis. Rum Pirate. He's the one I dragged in last week to save us from the Chinese DDoS attacks. Welcome to the stage.
Pirate.
Thank you. Hey guys, how are you doing? Thank you so much. I just wanted to, I'm very new, very fresh to this. Zombie, full disclosure, Zombie Mom and I have known each other for, my God, 10 years. We've traveled, spoke together on crypto, other things around the world. And, she started talking to me about this a while back. Of course, it was coming into the holidays. I'm like, no, I don't want to hear about this thing, da 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 da. So I've got a background in tech. I got my first Bitcoin in the summer of 2010. When it was 5 cents. It was given to me outside of a Starbucks in Vegas, and from a guy. And at that point, I didn't catch on to it. Right? I'm like, nah, this is like some kind of goofy virtual video game money. This isn't ever going to go anywhere. Right? That was 5 cents. And the guy who showed it to me is like, look, dude, just buy $500 worth and sit on it for like 6 to 7 years. He goes, you got an extra $500? I'm like, well, yeah. He's like, just do it. I didn't. Right? So in like 2013, 2014, I was building another company, and my CTO at the time just kept saying Bitcoin. I'm like, oh yeah. And I'm like, where is it now? It's like $60. I'm like, this is interesting. So I kind of built, we come together and kind of built this proof of concept of a little MVP of the first, one of the first Bitcoin credit cards. And so I've got like a video and going around like buying clove cigarettes and gasoline with the card, going to Starbucks, and it was like totally cool, still kind of ahead of its time, right? 2013, 2014, but kind of the same thesis about it was that, when she was telling me, about this, I'm like, this whole NFT thing, I'm not really sure. She's like, just look. I'm like, no. And finally she's like, I've got a problem. Can you help me? Well, I'm a sucker, for fixing problems. I'm a problem solver. That's what I love to do. And I got in, I started really looking at this whole Billionaire Zombies Club, and I'm like, man, I was just like blown away by the artwork, number one. So kudos to everybody that's been involved in that and put that together and promoted it, because I mean, it's fantastic stuff. And then I really started looking at it, and then I'm listening to her talk about the team members and everything. And again, I'm just kind of giving you guys an observational point of view from somebody who's extremely fresh. And so literally, I like when I get really interested in something, I bite on it like a freaking, a bulldog, and I dig and I don't let go, and I just go sleepless nights. I'm a big espresso and rum drinker, obviously, and what I found is this is a cool project, and it's not just a project. It's really something that's seriously going to change. I mean, Viacom right now is trying to hire for multiple heads of NFT projects. Viacom, right? Like everybody's getting into this deal. And hearing her and the speaking, I just got introduced to Mayor. We chatted the other day, and it was so cool. And hearing that, some of the other team members, I can't wait to chat with some other people and contribute all I can. But from an operational standpoint, I'll just say it like this: like there is a massive amount of momentum that has been created here. There's a massive amount of volume. Does it sustain? No. Is there ups and downs? Yeah. I mean, if we were upset every time something went down, none of us would be holding crypto right now. We would have got out like the 18,000 times that Bitcoin died. In fact, I literally put together a chart every time Warren Buffett said crypto Bitcoin is rat poison square, don't buy it, whatever. I was like, okay, if I took 350, between 280 and 350K and bought one share of Berkshire Hathaway versus 280 or 350K at that point in time, Bitcoin, where would I be after these 6 years, right? And it's insane. His Berkshire A, like if you want one share, right, you're spending about $350,000. Well, that's fluctuated between 280,000 and 350,000. So think about what Bitcoin just in and of itself has done, right? And so I know I'm kind of preaching to the choir, and I don't mean to do that, honestly. But what I'm just saying is that this is kind of a mental reset, I think, for a lot of people to see that there is a lot going on here, and just hearing the ideas and conversations. And I know everybody, they're trying to put this together on the back end. I'm freshly new to this, but just hearing what's going on and the excitement and what the teams are working on, it's really insane, because we are literally sitting at a really interesting point. I know Mayor was talking about .com, right? So I was part of that era too. But I think what's happening is it's going to be a compressed time frame. Meaning everybody that got into, I mean, look at, Amazon, right? Amazon has been around since, 94, 96, 1996. There's probably 30% of you that weren't even born yet, at that point. But look at what it is today. But it took a long time. When you say long time, relatively speaking, it's not that long, 96 to the year 2022. And, he's flying around, King Kong, multiple private jets and all the stuff. And he's got the life, and he's had the life for quite some time. But I think when you look at, we're going to have this like short time span that's actually going to be reduced. So it's not going to be this long-term thing, but there are going to be these up and down pieces, right? I mean, if you literally just pull up a live 3-second snap of Bitcoin in and of itself, right? And I don't keep saying this, but I know everybody's familiar, but just watch the price, 43,000, 0.72, down to 0.22, down, up and down. And if you granularly look at that, right, you can drive yourself crazy. But when you step back and go, okay, how long ago was it $6,000? I mean, that was just like 5 years ago when it tanked and it went to 6, when it quote unquote tanked. To me, if something starts at 5 cents and goes to 20 and drops to 6, it didn't tank when you look at the multiplier. Again, it depends on when you get in. And I know people get in at a certain time, but you're not always going to have the upside. There's going to be a downside. And what I just want to suggest and throw out there from my very, very short observations, and again, before I put like time into things, I want to really glean and understand what the real genesis of behind the people. And obviously there's stuff that goes up and down. There's people that are involved, people come and go. That's going to happen with anything. That's every company, right? Bezos, his top employees aren't the ones that were there back in the day, right? But look at where he is today. And I see the passion that all these team members have, and listening to all the ideas and the work they're doing and the calls they're making. And like what I heard Mayor, joke about the 100 hours or whatever, like he's not BSing, because I'm hearing them talk and I'm just observing, I'm listening. I'm like, you got to put in a lot of time to make this many phone calls, have this many conversations, and be able to get to this direction. So anyway, I'll land the plane here. So I'm sorry that's long-winded, but I'm glad to be a part of this, and I want to do more for it. And I think if we all really look at, what are 3 or 4 things we can do every day to really help propel this. And like Zombie Mama was saying, I kind of helped out also with the forum too. So you're going to want to go to, billionairezombies.com. You are going to want to register. Once you're there, you're in the forums. And the cool thing about Discord is you can flash a lot of fast ideas, but it's harder to get traction because you don't see where you were, right? In the forums, what we're looking to accomplish is basically when you're putting ideas down, other people can see those ideas and building forward. And then again, if people are coming up with ideas or your workflows, et cetera, and you're tying that in, it becomes like a Jira, if anybody's done software development, it's like a Jira storyboard, right? But you're able to do these sprints and get to that next point. So anyway, no questions. I just wanted to say, thank you guys for letting me be a part of this. And I think this is really cool. I think this is really going to be a Grand Slam winner.
Thank you for that.
And thank you so much for helping.
Yeah.
Thanks for helping out with the website. I appreciate it.
And he has a lot of technical skills. So Poet, I want to get you together with Rum Pirate because I think you guys are gonna have some fun conversations.
Looking forward to it, and we'll have some rum together.
We have like a few other people. How much longer do you guys want to? I want to hear from an army. So this gentleman's on a zombie holder. I'm going to bring him up. We got a lot of kings that want to speak, but I want to bring this guy up. His name's Miker. And if he's not coming up, let's bring JDL.
Yeah,
we got JDL.
What's up, can you hear
me? Yeah, you can bring me down, man. You can bring me down. I'm okay.
Hey, Miker, you got a question?
Hey, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I just have one little idea to throw out there because yesterday I got this zombie with the laser eyes, and I was just wondering if you're gonna be able to use the lasers as like a weapon.
Basically, all of the traits will have some property within the game.
Oh, awesome.
Lasers.
Yeah. Including backgrounds.
Everything.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Well, thank you guys for hearing me out. Looking forward to the future of everything.
Mm-hmm. We are too.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.
JDL, shoot your shot. What's going on, bud?
Hey, what's up? Can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
I don't have a question or anything. I just wanted to share the story of how I met Mayor and how I get involved in this project real quick.
Oh, what's up? How are you? Oh man,
how's it going, man?
I am so good.
Hey,
I didn't know I didn't know this was you in Discord. How's it going, dude? Anyway, so
for real, what's up, man? Yeah, so I drive for Uber. And I didn't know anything about NFTs. I didn't know anything about the metaverse. I didn't really know that much about crypto. But I picked up Mayor down by the beach. And probably he was low-key kind of late, but that's okay. And picked him up. He started telling me about Billionaire Zombies and stuff. And I was super interested in it. But by the time I was kind of getting around to asking for his contact info and stuff, I had to drop him off. So I dropped him off, and as I'm driving away, I'm like,
and this was
man.
the night. This was the night of the Metacrystal mint, and that was the night. I think that was the
That's
night.
Right.
Of the
I remember you telling me about it. Yeah, that was the mint. Yeah. So I dropped him off, and I was kind of kicking myself because I wanted to know more about this project. So what I did is I went into the Uber app, and I said that he dropped something in my car, which he didn't. He didn't leave anything in my car, but I told him that he did, so I could get a hold of him and ask for contact info. And he was nice enough to give it to me. And I think literally the next day, he walked me through getting a wallet set up. He walked me through buying my first zombie. And now I got a couple zombies and even a king. So I'm all in, man. And it's all because I picked Air up a car randomly out of nowhere.
Yeah, dude. No, thank you for coming up and sharing that. That's epic. It was, that's what I was talking about earlier, guys, is tell a random stranger about it. If you could bring that level of excitement and joy and, spread, I can teach you guys, I can teach most people how to do this. Not everyone has a sales skill, but anyone that wants to learn marketing, I can, we'll bring it out of y'all. I appreciate you sharing, Joe. Thank you for coming up and sharing that. I didn't know I was calling on you.
For sure, man. Y'all take care.
No, thanks so much.
Just explains. Okay, so there's one tactic you can all do. Every single time you get into a ride share, Tell your driver about Billionaire Zombies Club. We got a couple more questions. Can we take them?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
Whipping
What's up, Whipping
Whipping
Spoon?
Spoon.
Hey, y'all. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
We can't hear your mic, buddy.
I can hear him.
I can hear him.
All right. Well, we'll go with majority can hear me. So anyway, hey, I just wanted to say thank y'all. This is like the first project I ever found on my own. A buddy got me into this about 3-4 months ago, maybe. And I minted my first one on the seat of a tractor. And so like then I grabbed 3 more, and then that fucking key drop happened, and I was like, whoa, dude. And so I just really want to say that y'all have put in a lot of work, and there's a lot.
We lost your mic.
Oh, we lost him. We lost him. Byronese,
Oh,
mute yours real quick because you're picking up
Yeah.
feedback.
Can you hear me? Is mine okay?
Yeah, can you mute and let Whipping Spoon finish, please?
Certainly.
Thank you.
anyhow, I just wanted to say that y'all have made something neat here, and it's being embraced by a lot of people from a lot of different places and walks of life, a lot of different views and a lot of different visions. But the overall community that I've experienced here has been, in general, one of supportiveness and like, dude, all right, just be cool. And people are generally cool. And I can't get behind that enough. So thanks, y'all. I'm glad to.
Oh, thanks, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Whipping Spoon.
Minting on a tractor. There's an article. Here's the other thing you guys can do for content is, write up a blog post about or just write up something and send it to us, and we can post it on, your zombie story. How'd you discover the project? And especially if it's funny, like I got pitched in an Uber or I minted on a tractor. That's hilarious.
Right on, y'all. Well, anyway, my name's Whip. It's nice to meet you. Y'all have a great
Thanks
one.
for sharing. Thank you for sharing, sir. Byronese, I gotta say, bro, you might have the coolest king next to Zombie Mamas. Yours is pretty freaking dope, man.
I'm blushing. Thank you so much. And this is more of a hype call, just to get everybody jazzed. Produced a pretty badass song for everyone to possibly post if they're interested. Just kind of putting the finishing touches on it right now, like sound effects and whatnot. But it sounds really good. Sent it out to a couple close friends who are in the NFT space. They've already bought Kings and Zombies as a result. I guess they were just teetering on the edge watching my posts and whatnot. Had a great talk with Amazing. Got a little content over to him. Just feeling stoked about the project and just kind of sharing that if you find something that you can add to this, go ahead and do it, and really try to limit the negativity on the Discord, like they were saying, because that does discourage people. I mean, honesty and transparency is great, but when it gets into personal stuff and speculation that could be negative, dangerous. Thanks for all the 100 hours and plus and thousands of hours that all the multiple people have put in. And I definitely want to welcome that new king in here that knows who I'm talking about. Thanks for joining us, brother. All right, that's it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for sharing.
Awesome.
So with that,
Yeah,
I guess we're gonna wrap up. Yes, Mayor?
Yeah, I think so. We don't have any more questions. I mean, I believe that's it. Thank you guys for coming, and we'll look forward to having a kick-ass week. It's Sunday. It's playoffs for all of you guys that watch football. I hope you guys placed your bets right, and yeah, we'll have an awesome week. Let's see what kind of magic we can make happen over the next up and coming up to the next AMA. See what we can make happen.
Awesome.
We'll be dropping a clip this week of the zombies in the metaverse, because one thing to understand is also the metaverse is like the future metaverse will be interoperable. You're gonna be able to take your zombies into different places, not just a custom built metaverse that we built. So part of the challenge is, to create good art takes some time. So we're working on it. We're working directly with Axeman. We really want to make sure that we capture the feel and the vibe, because there's like I think is E-Tile that was talking about Axeman's art style, and he's like, okay, his art style, and there's something I guess rough about it that's really difficult to reproduce. So it's special, and we're excited to work with him.
It's very unique, so it's not off the shelf. So our 3D zombies are going to be wicked cool.
Go ahead. They are. I agree with you. That's going to be badass. Hey, Murray wanted to come up. I wanted to give him a hard time for buying that PFP. He bought it. The Tile wanted to get that PFP off of Jay Savage, and he bridged it and missed it by like a couple seconds. And Murray wanted to speak, so I wanted to hear what he had to say. And I invited him to speak. If he's not coming up, we can. I know Jay Black has something, but shoot me a DM, Jay Black, and we'll talk. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's up here. What's going on?
What's going on? One more thing. You guys should open up like a little zone for everybody to put their Twitter handle, and we could just all follow each other, and anything we post, we repost and like, to get it more out there.
Well, that was one of the things that I was telling everybody last time, was to create a list on Twitter called BZC Army, because then when you search for that, you can see everybody else's lists and you can make sure you're following all the zombies. And if you tweet me or reply or like something, I always look. And if you got a zombie PFP, I follow you.
And Mayor, I think you can also go ahead and set up a zombie follow zombie channel maybe, and we just all post it there. And
yeah, and everybody that's what I was thinking. Everybody posts it there, and then we can make sure we all follow each other and always repost it and like it, and on Instagram and Facebook, everywhere.
Awesome. Yeah, because I was trying to find Byronese so I could go see his posts and maybe listen to some music, and that's not available on Discord.
Yeah. So yeah, I was
I'll
thinking
set
about
something up.
Too.
Awesome.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
Great suggestion, baby.
Great suggestion.
I'm here for the team. We're here together.
I love it.
LFG.
Right. Murray, what's going on, bud?
Hey, can you guys hear me this time?
We can.
Yeah.
I can.
Awesome. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. I was on Discord on my desktop, and it said you have to quit to turn your microphone on. So, anyways, here I am again. I wasn't sure if I missed it or not, but was there some news dropped about the skeleton keys today?
Yeah, so I told everyone earlier what our thought process is around it. Thinking of opening the mint again for the 3D keys. However, rather than, this is a proposal, so it's going to go through the DAO. Rather than just opening the mint and allowing open minting of Gen 1 Skeleton Kings, we're going to have basically Gen 2 Skeleton Kings from that mint that will have the same functionality within the game, or functionality within the game, like the details.
Okay, great. I did hear that part. I wasn't sure if there was extra details that I had missed, or I just wanted to clarify. Thanks for clarifying.
The proposal is that those would not have governance rights like the kings that exist already. So those.
Yeah, that's so. That being said, would the other options kind of still be presented as well? Like,
yeah,
great, awesome, cool. Yeah, because I was kind of on board with the initial idea of, with the tokens that we've received for being zombie holders, that we could use those to mint more kings. It would be great if those were a Genesis king, and we could kind of, have the option to pick whether we wanted a Genesis king or I'm not sure what you call the secondary one, but
yeah, feel free to suggest, because that's part of it. It's like we want to make sure we make because everyone that owns a king right now has a stake in it. So
yeah, for sure.
Let's figure out what the right thing is together, and that's part of the whole like we went to a DAO really fast. To be honest, I was a little bit concerned
Yeah.
that we moved this fast, but I think it's great because there's more community involvement, and if you have suggestions, we're definitely open to it.
Yeah, for sure. And on that note, I just want to, give a shout out to everybody, who's working night and day on this thing. And, I'm doing what I can to promote BZC on my end. And I appreciate y'all for everything that you guys do.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
So the DAO was we planned from the very beginning, pretty much from team formation, like DAO in January. But there is also the transition period where, this is the transition period. A lot of DAOs, when they set up, they're like, we're transitioning to a DAO, and then the DAO isn't even established for like a year. So it's, we are leading the way, and that's why it's so important that we get these communities organized and start.
Yeah, see, I love that. I love that, leading the way. I mean, as a leader, personally, we need to set an example. And I think the problem lies is that a lot of people, I don't want to say lack leadership, but they seek leadership, and they look to someone for answers, so to speak, and to believe that there's not a captain at the helm, steering the ship, so to speak, is just not true. I mean, there are many, many captains at the helm, right?
And that's actually how we go bigger, faster, and become a much more, valuable project. So,
1,000% for sure.
So the idea is, if you have one person who's having to manage, 75 tasks, how much attention are those tasks going to get? If you have 75 people in charge of 75 things, each one of them in charge of one thing, those tasks are going to be focused on, and things are not going to get missed. So that's what we're looking for. So for these committees, the way that they're organized is the committee is in charge of those particular tasks, and there's a committee foreman who doesn't hold any more power other than it's just a communications funnel in order for those committee foremen to discuss with each other, so everybody knows what's on the same page. You can't imagine having a King's Council meeting every fucking day. Pardon my language, but
well, yeah, I agree. And I mean, there needs to be, not segregation, that's a pretty strong word, but I mean, for example, I have no experience developing video games. I should not be in control of that, right?
But if you've played video games, right? So like my son is 18, and he has almost a visceral reaction to the idea of pay to win. And I've had he's an Aspie, so when he goes on a diatribe, it's a couple hours. But he's, in terms of player mechanics and things like that, he's exceptional. Does he know how to build a video game? No. Does he know all of the the reasons why things are done a certain way? No. But having that input from players is extraordinarily valuable. And the people who actually do understand the player mechanics, the tokenomics, and all of these other pieces of it, they can glean valuable information from that. So that's why we want contribution. That's why we want to hear proposals, even if you're not the person who's going to execute them, right? And so that's a key thing. Like, just suggesting that we have a follow for follow channel is awesome. Like, that's a great idea. And it'll also actually allow us to get everyone who's active in the Discord, get all those Twitters and put them on the official, BZC socials when we're making these lists. So it's a great idea. And that was just a super easy, quick suggestion that we can implement immediately, right? And so that's the key piece, right? Is there are a lot of great ideas, and there are a lot of people who are not quite comfortable raising their hands yet. Start getting comfortable, because I bet you've got some great ideas that we haven't heard yet. So
for
thank you
sure.
for
And
that.
it's the synergy of the mastermind that, makes every one of us stronger. I love that.
Absolutely. Those of you who are not familiar with masterminding, Google it.
Mm-hmm. We've been having a lot of like breakout rooms as, groups of us, and those talks have been just epic. The ideas that flow from that are just awesome. And I want to hear from Snipe. Thank you for sharing, Murray.
100%. Thanks for having me.
So I just wanted to say something real short. It's kind of a challenge to our community. Go out and find any project that has given as much power as this project has to the community. And I think that challenge will be a lot harder than people think. This group has given more to the community than any project I've been a part of. I'm part of quite a few projects, and not by just a little bit, by there is no comparison. We focus on community here, and we are taking a risk as a group in giving all of the power to the community. And I think it's something really special. And if it's something that we will make work, it's going to change the industry. And you'll see so many projects have already copycatted us. I don't know if you guys are in the was it G4N9 group, or the that project. They sent out loot boxes. Wasn't on their roadmap, wasn't anything that they did, but it was something we did, and a lot of projects have copied us doing it. So just keep that in mind, that we are kind of at the pioneering front, and we will have our ups and downs. But as this thing comes together, we're going to set an example for the rest of the space. And it's something that not many projects you get to be a part of do. So if you think about Board Ape Yacht Club, they pioneered in the same way that we are. You know, you could have bought a Board Ape in May of last year for half an ether when ether was $2,000. So you would have paid $1,000 for a Board Ape. Just something to think about. And I love this community. Anything I can do, I will do to help. And any questions y'all have, please reach out to any of us.
We love you,
Appreciate
Snipe.
you. Yeah, love you, Snipe.
Thank you for
Thanks
that.
for sharing. Thank you for sharing. We appreciate you so much, dude.
No problem.
Dilly.
What's up, guys?
Mike, what's up, dude? Love those stickers you made, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I just wanted to say, sorry if there's an echo. I'm at work actually right now, taking care of my babies. But anyways, the whole point of like marketing and stuff, if there's stuff that you guys can do, if you guys wanted to start a brand or anything, do it. So I'm actually starting a cannabis brand with the zombies. So Billionaire Zombies Cannabis Club. It's something I always wanted to do, ever since I've been in the cannabis industry. And since I invested in this project, I wanted to take the opportunity to do it. Me and Mayor, we had a talk about it, and he pushed me to do it, on my own. I really, so if there's anything you guys want to do, with this project, do it. Like, don't be afraid. Like, I'm pretty much going broke trying to do all this stuff, but it's my passion. And hopefully it'll help, get out there, get the word out. Yeah, those stickers actually have a QR code on them, which has the open seas, our Discord, our Instagram, and our Twitter. So yeah, just want to say, don't be afraid to do
epic.
something.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah, dude. We appreciate you, bro.
And once you've got that brand done, I can send it out to pretty much every dispensary in the country.
Yeah, so right now, I'm just getting all the small details ready, and then we're gonna pitch it to my boss here, and then but it should be pretty easy to get it started up since I'm already at a legal grow. We already have our licenses and everything, so it should be pretty easy. Just might take a couple months to get it going, because I have some new strains. I got actually strains coming in, zombie strains coming in, and I want to cross them and everything, and yeah, so I'm really excited for this.
We love it.
Awesome.
Clearly, cannabis is definitely on brand.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all a lot of this project was incepted on cannabis.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and actually also too, I'm actually looking for any 69 teeth too. Originally I was gonna ask if anybody wanted to just let me borrow it, but I think in the long run it'd be better if I actually owned it.
I have one I can let you use. That's a badass one, dude. It's all green too. Zetzenberg gifted it to me. And if you want to use I would let you use mine for the brand. It would go well with, I'll send you a picture of it.
Okay. Yeah, in fact, actually too, last night I had two of my buddies buy their first zombies, and my buddy's actually gonna let me use his zombie. It's my best friend, so I know he ain't gonna fucking like sell it or anything like that. So I trust him and shit. So yeah, he's gonna let me use his zombie for one of the. So I'm gonna use a different zombie for each strain.
Yeah, we got a bunch too, so feel free. Like the dev team, well, Wizard and I, we pooled our collection together, so we have a bunch of 69 teeth.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll shoot you guys a DM then.
Awesome.
All right, cool. Thank you guys.
Hey, thanks for bringing me up again. I had a question.
Hey,
Yeah, I had a question. I saw some people having one-of-one zombies, some zombies specially made for them. How can we acquire some of that? You know, as someone who is really into this project, I would really love to have one-of-one zombie.
So those were made for the like the founding team, and there have been some discussions. We're gonna actually mint on an honorary collection, so they'll literally have no power, no just they're just collectible commemorative. And that is a discussion as to what do we want to have more of them, or do we want to leave them as a very very small collection of honorary ones. But that's definitely a tokenomics committee conversation.
Yeah. Thank you for
You're
that.
You're welcome. And I do love my zombie mama. Thank you, Axeman and Etile. I do love her. She's the only pink skin.
All right, guys, shall we wrap it up? Any last comments from anyone?
no, it's been an hour and a half. I got to get some food in me, but I appreciate everyone coming out. And if we have any other questions, feel free to DM us or DM me, and we'll do our best to get your questions answered.
Yeah, so DMs here on Discord, I don't. So if you want me, you
Yeah.
gotta DM me on
Twitter.
Twitter. Just DM me on Twitter. Like literally, I'm not ignoring you. I swear. I just hate Discord. it's a failing, and I have 1,000. I've declared inbox bankruptcy on DMs on Discord. So just DM me on Twitter. I'm pretty responsive, as everybody who's DM'd me knows.
All right, guys.
Football?
Well, let's wrap it up. Yeah,
Time for
football's about to kick
football.
off. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right,
Let's
guys.
fucking
Have
go.
a great day. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. Go sell a zombie. Where are you watching
Peace.
football? If you're watching it at a bar, be talking to people. And with that, we are out.